My name is Babatunde Adeoye. I am a co-founder and chairman of Ripple's group of companies. Group of companies in the sense that we do a lot of things now. We are into event management services, we are into catering services, and we are at the moment also running an academy where we impart lives. We teach people in all the ethics of catering business. We commenced business in 2009. Initially, we were actually into event planning services. And as at that time, people would ask you if you're going to charge them for planning their event. They were like, you didn't cook anything, you didn't do anything, and you want to collect this much. So business wasn't forthcoming in terms of event planning. And because my wife, who happens to be the CEO, has talent in terms of cooking, and then she started doing some things along that path, and then business started coming in terms of catering service, and then we were able to expand into event planning eventually, and then also start running restaurants as well as the academy. We are also into facility management. We've been able to handle facilities like Ilaji Hotels and Resorts. We are presently in Bowen University running the cafeteria there. Like I said earlier on, the outlook of people when it comes to event planning and all that wasn't that encouraging, but we're able to use other means to attract that business. Being in the business so far, Oyo State has been wonderful. It has been good to us in terms of business expansion and development. We were able to move from our house where we started from to a bigger place in the center of attraction in Dubai. Our relationship with the state government has been very wonderful. At some point in time, we were managing the kitchen in the guest house for every VIP coming in. We've had the likes of Obasanjo and others coming into town, and we've been able to serve these people. The Sultan of Sokoto was in town some time ago during the UI convocation, and he lodged inside the State House. We were the one that actually entertained him throughout the period he spent in Ibadan. So it's been a very cordial relationship. Oyo State has been good to us. We've been able to find a place, and then recently our CEO was nominated as one of the first 100 influential people in Oyo State below the age of 40 years old. So, and we've had so many awards to our credit in terms of the services we've rendered. So the business has thrived over the years, and we can say we are relatively doing well in Oyo State. The strategies, when we were starting, we had to do some level of research on those people that have been in the business before us. And what we noticed is just that we were able to simplify in three words. That's appearance, performance, and taste. We noticed that, look, a best cook in the world can prepare a food, but if it's going to be served by unkept person, and nobody will eat that food. So to us, the first thing is the appearance of our food, the table settings. We take cognizance of the fact that people want to eat in a very clean environment. They want to eat like kings. So we ensure that the appearance of our meal is key to what the any service we're delivering. And then the second aspect is the performance of or professionalism of the waiter or the person delivering this meal. So, and we make it a top priority for our waiters to dress neatly, clean clothes, ironed, starched, and all that, not just wearing any kind of a thing. We make sure they are well groomed. Their personal hygiene is important to us. So those are things because tasting of the food is the last thing they would consider for the assessment of whatever we have presented. So we take conscious of the appearance of table settings, the performance of the waiters or our staff delivering the food, and then finally the taste of the meal. So these three things have helped us in the industry. There's this principle that has helped us in terms of pricing. We believe that once you offer a differentiated service, you won't be negotiated. So most of the time when we look at the service we're delivering, vis-a-vis the clients that we're rendering the service to, we're able to form the basis for our pricing. In terms of regulations, we are into packaged food, and then for the packaged food, we've not been able to do much because of the expectations of NAFDAC or registration. And then to God be the glory, we are almost concluded the approval for our pastry business. We are at the approval stage now, and then very soon people will begin to see our products in the line of pastries now. We always advise people, especially the students that are coming into our academy, that look, the first and then the most critical thing that they need to consider is the value proposition. People will be willing to pay as long as we're adding value. Everybody cooks, everybody is into catering business, but the most important thing is how well are you doing in terms of value adding to these clients. So if you're adding value, you can be sure that you are going to sustain, what you're doing will be over a period of time will be sustainable. But if what you're doing is not adding value, in a matter of time, you discover that that person will not be able to survive. So the key thing for me and for us as an organization is to ensure that there is this value proposition, there's this value adding thing to the client that we come in contact with at every point, and that's where we derive our name, Ripples. We have this slogan that one contact and multiple impacts. That for every person we meet, we want to impact their lives beyond that singular project or contract they've given us. For us, it's about value adding.